Devotees and friends, sit around to one and all. This evening, as per the Jaya Puja, let us all put the hands together, close the physical eyes. As we concentrate and meditate upon that Divine Master, asking for guidance and protection, we all pray. Gajananam Bhutaganathsevitam Gavir Jambavalasarvabhadranam Umastam Shodavinashikarkam Namami Vigneshwaraparakam Gajam Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Saraswati Rupena Samskrita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Nagendraharam Trimochanayam Vashnadragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shivahayam Narayam Tasmai Natarayam Namah Shivaya Om Anjali Garbhasamukho Vayuputro Mahabalo Kumaro Brahmachari Hanumaname Prasidame Om Bhurguvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargavadevasya Dhimahi Yona Prachodayam Om Sahanavatu Sahanavatu Sahaviryam Karvavare Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mahavidvishavare Om Shanti 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 Hari Om May you all listen as we shall have Bhagavad Arti. Jai Jai Bhagavad Govinda Bhagwan ki, may you all please have your seats. Devotees and friends, this evening my discourse will be very short for you because we have the Charhavin and all of that to take place. Today is Krishna Janam, the birthday of Bhagwan Krishna. You're not seeing the Palna out in front, and I'll tell you why. You see, from the time we have Bhagwan Krishna came into this mandir, he had his kutya by himself down at the back. And we tried to move him to bring him in front, and he will never move. So we joined the kutya to the main mandir, but he's still there in his own space. And today is his birthday, and I told Joy and Ricky, I said, you see that house of Lord Krishna down there? Make sure that if nowhere get the rest of the decoration, make sure he get the decoration there, and the Palna is going to be in his house. Of what sense I'm going to celebrate it, but then I'm celebrating it outside of his house. So today, got the Jai will lead you all down to the Palna and all of that, down in the kutya of Bhagwan Krishna, just behind you. So my dear friends, before you leave, if you didn't go to Charmavi and so on, before you leave this evening, make sure you go and do a little arati down there for Bhagwan Krishna and so on. So devotees and friends, before I commence, Candida will and Neela will lead us, and Camille will join us.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Put your hands together, close the physical eyes as we now prepare and pray to Bhagwan Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagatgurum Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Prigim Yatripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Greatness of Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. Yada yada hi dharmasya ghanirabhavati bharat abhyuganam dharmasya jagatmanam srijanyam. Yada yada hi dharmasya ghanirabhavati bharat abhyuganam dharmasya Viratmanam Swijahanya. Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. So devotees and friends, Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse 7 tells us Yara yara hi dharmasya glanirabhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya viratmanam swijahanya. Lord Krishna is speaking to Bharat and he's telling, Arjuna. And so, my dear friends, he's telling, whenever the forces of light or goodness or nobility are on the retreat, and the forces of darkness or evil is advancing forward, threatening to take over completely. He says, and this is very important to understand. He says, I create my human form. In other words, I materialize in the form of incarnation. Praise Guru Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan Ki. So devotees and friends, this line, this is telling us, whenever goodness and nobility is being threatened, he says that the darkness or the evil is taking rise, that and it's important, I create my human form. So if it is at this time, he says that he will create a human form, it means that he is creating this human form from something which is not human. And God is not human. Everybody takes him. He says that he is beyond. So devotees and friends, from his state of absoluteness, this Bhagavan Krishna who have manifested in Dwapar, devotees and friends, he came here, my dear friends, when goodness and nobility was on the decline. I want you to search yourself this evening and see how much goodness or nobility is residing within us. Which one is taking precedent into our lives? Devotees and friends, he says, Vinashaya Chadusritam Dharma Sansar Pranataya Shambhavani Yuge Yuge Panitranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Chadusritam Dharma Sansar Pranathayam Shambhavani Yuge Yuge. Yuge Yuge means from age to age. He says, in every age I materialize. In that way, for the sake of the sadhu, for the sake of the good people, and destroy the sinners, and re-establish the rule of dharma. Devotees and friends, these are very strong and powerful lines so that you and I can take and place into our lives. Yara yara hi dharmasya glanina bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya taratmanam srijanya. That whenever goodness and nobility moves away from our lives, and darkness and the evil advance, threatening to take over our lives, the Lord will manifest into us. You know what that means, Lord? We don't have, this is what it means. We don't have to wait until Krishna Janam night for the Lord to manifest himself and to take away the evil from us. At any given time, my dear friends, we start living a sinful life. And what can be categorized as some of those sinful? Let us listen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Jai Krishna Govinda, Jai Sri Krishna Bhagwan. इतनी कथा सुनो राज परीक्षित बोले कि हे भगवान नलकूल मणि ग्रीव के श्राप की कथा वर्णना कीजिए कि उन जोधों ने ऐसा क्या निंदा का कर्म किया था। जय जय गोविंद, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय श्री गोविंद भगवान की। जिससे नारद जी के मन में क्रोधा उत्पन्न हुआ और उन दोनों के ऐसा कठिन श्राप दिया। जय जय श्री कृष्ण भगवान। श्री सुखदेव जी बोले कि शिव जी के अनुचारे दो ने अत्यंत अभिमानी मधाम तीन कैसे मधावले कुबेर के पुत्र मंदी तथा पर के लोक सासी पुष्पावधि कामे वृतारहिते। जय जय श्री कृष्ण भगवान। वर्णी मधीरा को पान करने से उनकी नेत्रामद से ज्वायमन हो रही थी और आपन वन में विचार रहे थे। उनके पीछे पीछे परम सुंदरी श्री यन भी घूम रही थी। जय जय श्री कृष्ण, जय जय भगवान, जय श्री कृष्ण भगवान। हरे कृष्ण
Hare
taken from Suksagar, Book 10, Chapter 10. Sukhdev Ji is relating to us a wonderful katha. And I am linking this katha with Bhagwan Krishna telling to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharma Se Glanira Bhavati Bharata, that when goodness and nobility is on the decline, that he, the divine Lord, will embody himself and come forth for the upholding of their righteousness. Devotees and friends, but you will want to know what is unrighteousness. Well, my dear friends, very, very simple. Some of the things that we see happening right around us, my dear friends, you would not believe that that is what the Lord will come to remove and to lift your life. It says that once the Minister of Finance of the heavenly realm, we call him the Lord of Wealth, Kuber, very rich man. He had two sons, Nalakuvaram and Manigri. Sometimes you don't have to be rich to be smart. So let every man take them over. But what they were doing, Nalakuvaram and Manigri, my dear friends, they intoxicate themselves in a drink known as Varuna. It's an intoxicating drink. And they drank, my dear friends, and intoxicated, you know. You know what the word Sundari means? Ash, you know what the word Sundari means? You don't know what, son? You know, these children just get me worried when I see them far, far off. Because I like them to be always with me. Praise the Lord, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. You know what Sundari means? You know what stand up? Stand up, son. This is a Sundar Loka. Sit down. And the Sundaris will come after such a handsome guy. So Sundari is the beautiful girls. But these beautiful girls were not living up to that moral standard. And that's important. That's important. Our little girls and boys must live up to their moral standard. And if you don't, this is what can happen. Ash, you use it and protect on it? Very good. You had any problem in using it? All right. Nirab, you alright? Well done. Good. You good? All my young children here today, they got themselves intoxicated. The two brothers, Nalkuvar and Manipuri. And so, my dear friends, they had some of the Sundaris there, so they went to the Ganga to take a bath. All of them. But my dear friends, they did not go to the Ganga and say they're going to bathe with clothes. Without clothes, they were bathing into the river. So devotees and friends, two things happen here. Intoxication, lust, and they were taken over with the ego. I am the son of Kubera, nobody cannot do anything. But there came my dear friends, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Naradji came by, and the Lord then said, Narad, there for nothing, you know. So to all my young boys and girls here, when I tell you all something sometimes, is the Lord does direct me to tell all this so that you can correct all yourself whether they're vexed with me or they're vexed with me. And it doesn't matter. Candy was going for Dylan outside. I know Dylan was outside. And I tell Candy, go come back here. Dylan will reach there. Because these children know for a fact that once I sit here, they have to be here. Because they are part of here. They are not part of outside. Praise the Lord, Shinam, Chandra, Ki, Jai. So devotees and friends, when Narad came, Narayan, Narayan, boys and girls in the river naked, Narad became angry. Naradji became angry, Krodha. So what the great sage got angry for? He should have said, I am a sage, I am Panditji, I am the Guru. And you're doing something wrong and I mustn't get angry with you. I must leave you to do the wrong thing. If you're doing the wrong thing, you expect me to come and fight you and say, no. And you know, Ryan always talk about when I came around into their life and saw they were very young children. Devotees and friends. Narad got angry. The girls came out and they put on their clothes very quickly and they disappeared. But to these two boys, because they were filled with money and everything else, they didn't care whether the Guru day or Yin day, whether the Rishi day or Yin day. You know, just like sometimes when I come here, nobody think that the Guru rich. And I will make sure I come and meet everybody and tell them Sitaram. So the devotees and friends, what he did, he cursed them. He gave them a slap. And he told them, he says that you all live here like trees. Your nakedness, so you will become a tree. Just like the trees outside there. A tree, my dear friends, have to stand up in the open weather. Sun, wind, rain, storm. The tree will stand up there and take the beating. It says, and you all behave like the trees, so you will become two trees. And they became the two Arjun trees, sorry. And they remained there, my dear friends. It tells to us. You see, when a man is infatuated with the full prestige, he does not care for any moral instruction. devotees and friends. When a man is infatuated with false prestige, he does not care for any moral instruction. But devotees and friends, to all my children, I will continue to give the moral instructions, whether you vex with me or you vex with me. Praise the Lord, Krishna, Chandra Bhagavan ki. So devotees and friends, sometimes we wonder who is master and who is not. Let us listen again, because I have to summarize a little bit to tell to you now. Praise the Lord, Krishna, Chandra Bhagavan ki. Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Jai Krishna Govinda, Jai Sri Krishna Bhagwan, Dalitri Manushya Sabki समान दिखाता है और दरिद्रा तो साधु महात्मा पुरुष भी मिला जाते हैं। जय श्री कृष्ण जय गोविंदा, जय श्री कृष्ण भगवान। जिस समय दरिद्रा सुखी था होकर आनंद पुकारता है। जय जय कृष्णा जय गोविंदा, जय श्री कृष्ण भगवान। हरे कृष्णा हरे So, my dear friends, these two boys became the Arun tree, and they remained there for many years. Until one day, my dear friends, Bhagwan Krishna, as a little boy, was now behaving a little bit naughty. Where's Ambi? Ambi said she don't behave naughty. So devotees and friends, and Sharon, nothing is wrong if you behave a little naughty. Devotees and friends, Bhagwan Krishna behaved a little bit naughty. The younger children would not know, but in those days, they used to use the ukri and the musal to pound the rice to get it out of the paddy so that you will have the grains to cook and so on. And so, my dear friends, Mother Yashoda put the ukru, the musal, in the back, and she tied it. So in the back, the musal is here, and the rope time in the belly here, so. And my boy decided he's going to get up and go with that. They can't stop him. And he watching these two trees swinging, my dear friends. And seeing the two trees swinging, I'm bringing the kata for you very quickly because we have celebrations still to perform. He went, my dear friends, with the musar or in his back, and he's going, he's going, he's going. And what happens? My dear friends, he went and it hooked on the two tree, and he pulled and he pulled and he pulled, and so root out the two trees. As the two trees fell, my dear friends, who came out? Who came out? Nalkuvar and Mandir. They were two, they came from the celestial world. Their father was the Lord of wealth. And when they came out, their Abhiman dissipated. And so they bowed at Bhagavan Krishna's feet. They bowed and they thanked him, Lord, we thank you very much for delivering us from this wrong life that we were living. Our young boys today, they do not want to be delivered from that. When one girl does not answer the cell phone, they go and they look for the next one. And if the next one does not answer the cell phone, they look for another one. But I want to tell to you, my dear friends, it is not the boys behaving like that these days. It is the girls. And the boys. But long ago, in this time, the girls used to be like those girls that came there, felt with shame and they put on their clothes and so on. Nowadays, the girls will tell the boys, "We'll get out quick," and they do not care anymore. Time of change. But I want to tell the boys, Bhagavan Sri Ram told to Narad, same Narad again. This is why he taught those fellas that lesson, because he was taught the same lesson. Bhagavan Ram did not allow him to get married, and Bhagavan Vishnu did not allow him to get married. And when he came as Bhagavan Ram, Narad asked him again, he said, "Why you didn't let me get married?" You know what is the answer? What you know? He says that the young lady is like a flaming light. Say, a young lady is like a flaming light, and the young man is like a moth. What happened in Iran? Nothing would happen. Ask what the mothers do. Huh? What do mothers do? Towards the light. And when you reach the light, what does happen to you? Just fall up. Tell me what does really come from us. Definitely. And that's the reason why I did not allow you to get married, Karen. Because you were carrying yourself so much high, Nirav. You were moving up. And that's why I had to worry. Praise the Lord, Shimam, Chandra, Ki Jai. Narad, this is not what the Vishnu talking. Sorry, I said Nirav. Oh my God, sorry, Nirav. My dear friends, Bhagavan Sri Ram told to Narad, says the young lady is like a fire. And that ball of fire is very attractive. And if you boys want to be burnt, then go to the fire in the wrong way and you will be burnt. Every other thing will look at the fire and enjoy the beauty of the fire. Everything otherwise will look at the glow and enjoy it. But the young man does not want to enjoy the glow. You know? You ever sit down, beloved, and admire the beauty of a young lady? No. All they have is some running in straight into the flame. And in the morning you will see them not flapping on the ground anymore. They're there. Praise the Lord, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan Ki. So Lord Krishna is telling to us here, if you feel that you want to just allow your life to live into an intoxicated state, he will come and he will try to live you. Why I use the word try? Because the Lord tells to us. He says he has given man the power of choice. He shows to him what is right and what is wrong, and you choose. So then I'm not saying that you all must not have a girlfriend, but everything has its moral position. What they were doing, what Nal Kuval and Mandir were doing was immoral. My dear friends, I'm telling you, don't pray to go to a Hindu wedding these days. Do not pray to go to a Hindu wedding. Just as Kaliyug Mahima Katha tells to us, the only time that you will feel that you are well dressed is when the clothes is in rags. So my dear friends, some of our sisters and mothers sometimes, and grandmothers too, and don't be surprised what I'm telling you what I know, what I see. Devotees and friends, yes, they have on something look like a dress on, but it's not. They are still in the same immoral stage that these girls and them were in, and these two boys. Prince Shri Chandra Ki. So devotees and friends, every single thing that happens in this world happens with a cause, happens with a reason. None of you came by guess here today. Bino Satasanga Viveka Nahoy Ram Kripana Sura. You came here by God's grace. I did not pick out this katha because I want to tell Ashland these kind of things. No. The Lord chose it so that the message will come out to you. Devotees and friends, all we think about today is eat, drink, and enjoy ourselves. Tomorrow we'll see about our own self. That's not the life that you have to live. Plan your life to live yourself spiritually. Plan your life to live yourself spiritually. Yara yara hi dharmasya glanina bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tiratmanam srijaneham. I continue with that today. And I tell to you, what is the decline in our life? The decline is not poverty, mind you. When you decline, when the Lord is talking about your life is being declined, it's not poverty, it's not being without money. No, it doesn't mean that. It is when you try and you put too much emphasis on this world and less on God, that is when He's going to come. Devotees and friends, as human beings, we pay more attention to our spiritual and to our material growth opposed to our spiritual growth. There must be a balance. And if there is not a balance, anything without a balance, what will happen? It will, Iran, it will collapse. Pray with Lord Ram Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. And I'm not going to allow any devotee to collapse. I am going to help you always to maintain your balance. And my dear friends, in the process, sometimes to let you maintain your balance, but Vishnu might be a bad boy. But I don't mind being naughty like Lord Krishna and go and pull down the two trees and lift them out of their state that they were there. Praise the Lord, Sri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai. Sing that.
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna, Govinda, Hare Murari, He Nath Narayana, Vasudeva.
Govinda Bhagwan ki and devotees and friends, very quickly, Lord Krishna was born, my dear friends, in a jail. It was not a very nice place where he was born. He was born, my dear friends, with his uncle waiting to kill him. His mother and father were locked, my dear friends, in this jail. Yet still the Lord was born there. For what reason? Yara yara hi dharmasya, to lift each and every one of us when the righteousness is on decline in our lives. Be happy that Lord Krishna came, and he will always come, my dear friends. From time to time, he will always come. Sri Ram told to his followers the same thing he told all the monkeys and the people of that time. He said, take yourself and manifest yourself into the forest of monkeys and bears and animals, and I will come to uplift this earth out of the difficulties. It's the same thing Lord Krishna comes for, to lift this earth out of the difficulties. What are the difficulties? The difficulties, my dear friends, are the wickedness that you and I continue to get ourselves engaged into. Hate, anger, greed, malice, abhiman, trying to claim everything for ourselves. Praise Shri Ram Chandra Bhavani ki. So Pandit will go down with Ryan and Sharon, and they will have the first puja down there. Right, and after that, after Ryan and Sharon should finish, we'll give the opportunity to our president. He has to get just his very neighbors right there, so we will allow him the privilege, and then he will give us to go on there to to show his face and to be part of it, we have to give his support there too. Praise the Lord, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. So Vijay, you give Jaya one of the cordless mics so that he can do the first puja, and then after the first puja, then we will continue to sing, and you all will go down there and do your charani. Praise the Lord, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. To all our wonderful viewers in Trinidad and also in Florida. Some also looks from New York where we go live, and we are going live right now. So my dear friends, this program is not only taken here, but it has been looked at many devotees in Trinidad, but also from the Shiv Shakti Hanuman Mandir in Florida, where I go at least twice or three times a year and perform yajna. This year I have not reached yet. I did just one satsang there for them, and that's just when I came back from India. And they were looking forward for me coming in March. Did not happen. They were looking forward for me in August. Did not happen. But God knows best. He knows why everything happens. Praise the Lord, Shri Ram Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. So Maharajin, see if you could just pick that up down there. Pandit Jai, it's yours down there now. You all can stand and just look at the first puja that is happening down there. And my dear friends, it's very important to just stand and look at the puja. Tomorrow night I'll tell you why. Those who not see, you can get closer, nothing wrong. Niram, you and Camille have them down there so that everything will be in order.
अन्नप्रियामदेवस्य देवदेवतया निहितुमेव जगतं नाथस्य त्वदेव जगतं प्रभूभूतं मालिकानि सुगन्धनि मालतीने प्रभुमाहृतानि पुष्पञ्जलं प्रतिगृहीतं भगवते वासुदेवा पुष्पञ्जलं समर्पयामि नमः प्रसादम्
Or YouTube live still here? YouTube live still here? This is a YouTube live. What should I use?
Krishna Krishna Parvatamanasya Sri Shavena Parakalpe Vagas Mantra Kalyuge Kalkuta Bharatkande Bharatvorse Trina Dese Om Iti Sri Varakagrami Nagin Kshetre Sarvayasmanam Yasyaha श्री कृष्ण त्वरेरवस्तु गोविन्दं त्वमेदि समर्पते गृहाण समुक्त भुक्तवा प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तमा श्री कृष्ण अर्पणम् पंचतत्वादिवारणायं कृष्ण वासुदेवायं समर्पयामि नमः अर्पणं समर्पयामि नमः साजं च वर्ति संयुक्तं दीपक्रियान् देवस्य देव ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय सुदेवाय नमः देवाय नमः कृष्णा वरी प्रसीदा पुरुषोत्तम कृष्ण अर्पणं तुभ्यां जन्म कर्माणि वारणायं तुभ्यं समर्पयामि नमो भगवते बालकृष्ण भगवान की जय ओम साधुजावती संयुक्तं दीपज्ञान देवस्य त्रैलोक्यव्यापहम् कृष्णार्पणम् अर्घ्यं तुभ्यं समर्पयामि नमः
I have no idea what the fuck this.
श्री कंद चंदनं दिव्यं रायं सन्मुखं वैलेपनं सुरसेवितां चन्द्रमां प्रतिगृहतां शुभ्रं समर्पयामि नमः गन्धं प्रियादेवस्य देवदयामि त्वमेव जगतं तस्यं त्वमेव जगतं भोजनं प्रसादं तुभ्यं कृष्णार्पणं समर्पयामि भगवते वासुदेवाय कृष्णाय नमः आवाहयामि पठयामि पूजयामि नमः मालिकानि सुगन्धनिर्माणि नीले प्रभु मालिकानि पुष्पाणि
Oh, no way. Thanks. Thanks, we.
समर्पयामि
That's
Next slide.